So, anything about Grandma?
Yeah. What do you remember most about her?
You know, she took care of her grandkids a lot. So that's me, my brother Mike, Kirk, and Dane. Were almost always over at her house on the weekends. Either we came over on Sunday, or maybe sometimes we would spend the night when we were smaller. She took care of us even more, and she just her attitude was, oh, let the kids play, let them do whatever they want, whatever. As long as we were happy, she was happy.
When the Saints aren't marching in, we're gonna get a new team next year. When the Saints aren't marching in.
Oh, when the Saints.
Oh, when the Saints. Oh, when the Saints aren't marching in. We're gonna get a new team next year. When the Saints aren't marching in.
You know, she was that person who would, watch your skit, clap when it was over, no matter how bad it was, and a lot of times, like, oh, can y'all do that again? Do it one more time. She might get you to repeat your play or your skit or your act or whatever 2 3 times, and she could like never get enough. And of course, as a kid, you got a real fan there. Makes an impression that whatever you're doing is important to someone. So she really paid so much into my bank account of appreciation there that she was just like the most loving influence, of my life. And, made me feel special, made me feel loved.
With Grandma Leona. Um,
Oh, for God's sakes. Albert, you want some canned peaches? How about a little spoon of beans? How about a little spoon of beans? Albert? Where are you? Ah! I didn't know where you...
You know, she seemed to be a naive person, and she seemed innocent and kind of just out there, but she was naive about things that would just touch your heart so much that it was wonderful looking back. And I wish that I had some of those characteristics that she had, because she was so trusting and loving, and we could do no wrong almost, except of course she would get a little mad at my brother, because he was pretty rambunctious, so to say. And she had to protect him sometimes from Daddy.
Talk about my prom, you mean? Talk about the school? Oh yeah, well I went to an all-girls school. It's called Joseph Combs, and the night we had my prom, I graduated at 17, and the night of my prom, I think I wasn't sure I even went. I didn't have a boyfriend to take to my prom. My first boyfriend, and we actually went together then for 2 years. Yeah, well, Charlie Commander. And so well, he was more like a good friend to me. He was thinking marriage at different times, but I didn't have that on my mind at all. But he was a good dancer, and we went to parties.
And then you were looking at him, you said, gee, Grandpa, when you laid in bed, you look like Tarzan. He said, but now you look like an old man.
I remember she always let Kirk and Dane get the cereal that they wanted with the best price, and they'd take out the price, and then we'd have to eat the rest of the cereal because they'd be gone. And we always got to eat the worst cereal, and we never got the prize.
Hey Albert, where do you send their king cake from? Haydazzles?
No, from
Haydale's?
you ain't gonna name it until I think of it.
Maurice's.
Ladner's?
Okay, everybody keep guessing. I bet no one guesses the name.
Mackenzie's.
I'll bet you. Everybody
Ladner's.
put up $1 right now. Everybody gets a guess.
Gambino's.
You already
Angelo.
You already put up $1.
Real super
How many guesses? You
Maurice's.
Boy, tell
Don't
you
I
what
get the
said.
king cake?
He works
You
in a
said that
casino.
already?
get one. You get one.
And so I should know it.
Y'all should know.
Just had a way of kind of stretching the truth or the reality, whether intentionally or not intentional. I remember when I bought a car and she told everybody it was a Jaguar. Everybody was pretty convinced I was living high on the hog and living the good life. So it was really a cougar, which in the cat family, but about a fifth of the price. If you had to have somebody in your corner, though, that'd be the person.
Well, you know, I've thought about this, and the things that I remember most about Grandma are the things that I don't remember about Grandma. I've actually written down a list because I couldn't remember them all if I did it by memory. But I've actually written them down, and I'm going to read some to you, okay? And the first thing I don't remember from Grandma is I don't remember any unkind words. I don't remember her ever being judgmental. I don't remember her ever refusing her grandkids. I don't remember her ever saying no when I asked for the 8th pancake. You know, and Kirk would ask for his 8th pancake too. And she would just make them until we stopped asking. Because that's the kind of person Grandma was. I don't remember Grandma ever saying no to us digging out the prizes out of the cereal boxes. I don't remember Grandma ever telling us to play on the railroad tracks either. I don't remember Grandma ever raising her voice. I don't remember Grandma ever disrespecting her husbands, Grandpa or Mr. Tom. When there were times that I've witnessed where I thought she should have, but she didn't, because that's how Grandma is and was. I don't remember Grandma ever wanting to get a driver's license. I don't remember Grandma not wanting to have a great time with our family, eating and playing her air trombone. I don't remember her ever not wanting to do those things. She would always look for an opportunity to have a party with her family.
But then after this, like 2 years went by, then I went to work for my uncle and grandfather who owned this driving. It was a driving place in Jefferson called the Rainbow Inn. So I went to work there for them. I was like cashier and taking care of everything. Because it was really a day job. And so then, well, this was where I met then and then of course, and then this is where then I met Lucian Pellissier, who I later married. Well, he was hopping cars there. I really had known, I had known Lucian for quite a while because he worked for my uncle and grandfather quite a while, and then I had actually known of him since I was probably right after graduation.
What do you remember about her? She lived on Canal Roadway. She had 3 children, 2 daughters and a son, and I was the son, of course. When I think back, I'm 55 years old, And in 55 years of life, I can never remember having any ill feelings towards my mother at any point in my life. She was always a nice, caring, nurturing mother. And as I grew up, I guess I took it for granted when I was a kid, but as I grew up and met other people's families, moms and dads, I realized how lucky a person I was to have a mother like the one I have. And to this day, like I know a lot of people who, you know, when they're talking to their mother, talking about their mother, they're talking about bad things. Or right now, as grown-up people, they're having fights with their mother. And I could never conceive of saying anything bad about my mother or having any kind of ill feelings towards her. I guess I'm very fortunate. I mean, everybody in this family is very fortunate to have the mother and grandmother, sister that they all have.
And so then at this particular day, he asked me for a date. It was the first time since I had really known him. And so I said, yes, you know. I was impressed with his love.
Everybody was so sweet to be here for my 80th birthday, and I appreciate it so much because I love every one of you.
We love you.
And I had a great time, really.
Good.
Are you going to play us a song?
Are you going to play the kazoo?
Is she running for office?
I feel like a star.
Yeah.